Yeah. Great, and that's Blancmange. I haven't heard that for a long while.
And before that, Twisted Wheel, new single from Twisted
Now,
Wheel.
never mind that, we've got Keane with us, and they're described here on my notes as a three-piece, and yet they've broken their pact with the public and enlisted a fourth member. Please explain yourself, gentlemen.
We don't know who he is.
Now, what's that? That's okay, so we've got Tom, we've got Tim, we've got Richard there, Keane, as we know of them, and then there's a young, fresh-faced fella there.
Yeah.
Whose name is Jesse, I believe. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Why flesh out the sound fellas? Why did you go looking for a fourth member? Was he to stop the rows, or what was he there for?
Well, I was playing the bass before on the first two records, and it was. I've never been very good at it, and it also meant it was a.
Well, we hadn't really noticed.
You've been winging it quite well.
Yeah, you got away with it.
It was a pain working on the songs. It's nice to be able to get in the room and play the songs.
So
together live,
do you write songs differently now? Do you actually flesh them out more in a kind of live form and let them grow organically, I guess?
Definitely. Yeah, we did quite a lot of that. In fact, The Lovers Are Losing, which is a song we're going to play in a bit, was recorded quite like that. A lot of it was done quite live.
And previously, you laid down tracks and then just sort of, or did you work separately, or did you just lay down tracks and work from backing tapes and things?
Well, it's just more a question of sort of overdubbing stuff. So you do your drums, then I'd play the bass, and then once I'd done the bass, I could then go off and fiddle around with keyboards and stuff. But it's not quite as fun, you know.
Did you feel like they were taking advantage of you?
I was sort of doubling up a little bit.
I get the feeling it's always the way, and it's someone saying, "I'm always the one who clears the tea bags away," you know, and that kind of vibe. It must be nice playing live as well, knowing that the sound that you have in the studio is going to be played by the same people, all on the same instruments when you get out there in front of the crowd.
Yeah, it's great. The new record's a lot more live, I think, as a result of having all those rehearsals with Jesse there. So we're bringing that out into the arenas and onto the stage has been a really great thing.
And Jesse, do you feel secure in the band, or do you think they're going to use you for the one album and then maybe throw you away when they've had their fun?
I'll wait and see. I've made a couple of mistakes in gigs so far, but
I suspect they're watching, you know, and I suspect there are occasional meetings you don't know about yet.
What normally happens, one person will make a mistake and then someone else will notice it and start laughing, and then they'll make a mistake, so it gets passed around the band.
But no one finds anyone. It's not like a James Brown situation where if you miss a note you get £5 docked at the end of the night.
I actually got a message from one of their fans saying, "I noticed that you made a mistake in A Bad Dream, but it wasn't as big as Tim's mistake, so you're all right."
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, thank you.
They're the kind of fans you really want to keep as well, aren't they?
Support, giving you your counter argument, you know, before you need it.
I saw a thing saying Jesse brings the average height of the band down too much.
I saw that.
Previously, we used to book you on shows just because we wanted a bit of a break from the monotony of short people, and we'd say, "Who's tall out there?" Right now, let's get Keane. Well, that doesn't work in your favour anymore.
No.
Nothing you can say back to that.
We'll get you some of those shoes. That other people in bands have.
Well, I'm pleased you guys are still good, because there was a period, obviously, I know where you had there's a small difficult blip in the career when there were times when we thought, well, maybe we've seen the last of Keane. I'm very glad we haven't, and I'm sure you guys are as well. But there must have been a time. Was there a time when it was a real possibility you would split up and go your separate ways?
I think we really considered it, but I think the thing that is most important to us is making our music and our friendships, and it was going to be hard to break that completely. And you know, we sort of got things together and sorted things out, started playing music again, and started hanging out with each other much more. And as a result, you know, we've ended up feeling more energised and excited about everything.
So despite your best efforts, the band have survived.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're the one we all blame, and you know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
You're a band, you know, you have to, you know, you do things as a 3 or 4 piece, and that's it. You know?
Well, that's what makes a band great as well, is that everyone does bring something in. Maybe Jesse will one day as well. Who knows? Right. That's unfair and unkind, and I apologise. Hey, now I've got this terrible kind of it's this thing. It's just I'm not a very intelligent person, I guess, but I love music, and then I forget the lyrics of songs always, and I remember the songs I love, but I can't sing along with them. And I'm like, what's that one? You do 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 do. This is the last time. What was that one?
This is the last time.
That was a great song. What about that one? I see you on the other side of the bed at night. What was that one?
That's more cryptic.
That was a great song. What do you mean? You don't even recognise your own music. What a terrible... No, that was a good song. I used to sing along with that all the time.
Bend and Break, apparently.
Bend and Break, that was a good song. How did that go? Did it go like that at all?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
See you on the bed.
Just to clarify for anyone listening, that was Jonathan singing, it wasn't Tom.
Well, Jesse could have helped me out a bit then, couldn't he? Hey?
High harmony.
Could have come in. But the new album sounds great so far, and I love Spiralling, which you played earlier, and you were kind enough to do on my show last week. That really is one of those catchy songs. It really, you know, once it gets hold of you, it stays with you. Congratulations, it's a really good sound.
Thank you.
And it sounds a little bit warmer and a little bit friendlier as well. if you know what I'm saying.
Matt Lucas said it was the best woo since Song 2 by Blur.
Yeah,
which,
I'd go even further. I'd say it was the best woo since Ring My Bell.
Yeah, so you thought it was Ring My Bell.
Well, that's a great song, Ring My Bell. Remember, you can ring my... I can remember that one. I remember. Yeah, I can remember the classics. Don't get me started on Dan Hartman, instant replay. I'll be up on the table with a whistle. All right, we're going to play a track, give you guys a chance to rehearse and just get the sound right here in the studio, and we'll have Keane playing live for you after this. That's a great sound there, isn't it? Oh, that's a great sound. Well, we're going to have another great sound for you right now, right here in the studio, playing live for you. We have Keane. I just heard a bit. It sounded fantastic. You must be very pleased with it. I mean, it must be so nice to be playing, having a new album that people like, that you like. You're going out and you're kind of together again as a unit. It must be a great feeling.
We're very proud of this record. I think we feel it's the best thing that we've ever made, and we just can't wait to get it out there to our fans. We've kind of been sitting on this big Christmas present, basically, for quite a long time.
Great big egg. It's like you're sitting on a great big egg, and finally you're going to hatch it.
Yes.
And out comes the baby. Okay. And you're touring. You've started the tour already, because you did a little low-key gig this week, didn't you?
We did, yeah. We played at the Forum in Kentish Town.
Did it go well? Were you excited? Was it fun?
It did go well, yeah. Very partisan crowd, so, you know.
Well, of course, they're on your side. Yeah, they're going to love it. But even so, you must have a feeling when things work and when they don't. Yeah,
I just think Keane gigs they always have this kind of very celebratory atmosphere, and people really come to kind of pour everything out, and it just felt like we were amongst that again.
Can I ask you a question, fellas? Have you considered, like, a band uniform? Like in the old days.
You always try and get people dressing up.
No one does it anymore. It's a great shame. You all look fine today, but let's face it, you just walked in off the street. Imagine if you'd come in, you had like little matching jackets on with like epaulets. Like when Smokey Robinson used to come in the Miracles, you knew it was a band at the
I knew you were going to say the Miracles.
No, but they were wearing like, they looked like they were ready to, and it must have given them a sense of identity as well, or jumpsuits or something like that.
Are you saying we have no sense of identity?
No, you all look fine, but you all look like just regular guys. Whereas if you'd have come in and imagine if you're wearing like, white tank suits.
With a cape.
Just all had a matching hat.
I can see Tim's brain beginning to.
Tim likes the idea. I think you're not averse to the idea, are you?
I think it's quite a good idea. I like that whole vibe. I was a huge fan of the Pet Shop Boys as a kid, and I think they were quite into sort of
big hats they had, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. Big hats, matching outfits.
Maybe all come out of a big egg on stage. One big egg in the middle, right, and it splits open, and you all emerge dressed as chicks.
Or it doesn't split open. It's Final Tap style, and we're stuck inside.
Okay, yes, the pessimist in the band there. All right, so you're shooting down my egg idea on the idea that it might not open.
Well,
we could have a manual switch inside.
All right, agreed.
No, you know what? You can't have that idea now. No, you can't.
Subject to production issues.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. The egg idea has been rescinded. All right, it's no longer available to you. I'm giving it to Radiohead. All right.
They will go for it. You know they'll go for it.
Okay, you're going to perform live. Sorry, what was the name of the track you're going to do for us again?
It's called The Lovers Are Losing.
It's The Lovers Are Losing. Oh, this is a single. I thought Spiralling was a single. Spiralling's not the single. Oh, it was a single. Okay, that was then. This is now.
That was 20 minutes ago.
I stand correct. Oh, the modern world. I can't keep up. Okay, here you go. This is live for you this morning here on Radio 2. It is Keane.
2, 3, 4.
I dreamed I was drowning in the river Thames. I dreamed I had nothing at all, nothing but my own skin. I dreamed I was drifting on the howling wind. I dreamed I had nothing at all, nothing but my own skin. Slipped away from your open hands into the river. Saw your face looking back at me. I saw my past and I saw my future. You take the pieces of the dreams that you have, 'cause you don't like the way they seem to be going. You cut them up and watching the young lovers dance. I reached out to touch your hair, but I was watching from a distance. We cling to love like a skating car clings to the corner. I try to hold on to what we are. The more I squeeze, the quicker we are. You take the pieces of the dreams that you have, 'cause you don't like the way they seem to be going. You cut them up and spread them out on the floor. You're full of hope as you begin rearranging, put it all back together. But anyway you look at things, looks like the lovers are losing. I dreamed I had nothing at all, nothing but my own skin. I dreamed I had nothing at all, nothing but my own skin. I dreamed I had nothing at all, nothing but my own skin. I dreamed I had nothing at all. You take the pieces of the dreams that you have, 'cause you don't like the way they seem to be going. You cut them up and spread them out on the floor. You're full of hope as you begin rearranging, put it all back together. But in the final reckoning, looks like the lovers are losing.
What a great sound. We're lucky to have them.
Yes.
Sussex's finest. Keane. Tom, thank you very much indeed. Richard, thank you. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Jesse. New boy in the band, Jesse. Let's see if he's still here when they come back next time. I'm sure maybe he'll come back on. The Keane would just be him.
Yeah.
Be a one piece. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. It sounded great. Good luck with the tour. Not that you need it.
Thanks,
and the album, I'm sure, will be huge and deservedly so. Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming back in.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot.